Good afternoon or evening or whatever it is in your neck of the woods. Happy time zone. Happy New Year. It's the first stream of the new year. Woohoo. Because I wasn't going to stream on New Year's. Hey, oh yeah, Valdi always says it best. Good afternoon this evening. I think I had a way like, oh, I don't remember what I did. It's like, good morning. Well, I like good morning, afternoon, evening, night, depending on where you are. Happy New Year to you too, and hello, Sod and Swabby. I hope you're good. Usually when I put the stream on for the first few minutes, I try to make it 5 minutes, but sometimes it doesn't work. I basically put it on, and I go do things. So I wasn't ignoring you. But I basically go. That's when I wet my palette down. Which actually, I need to take off any excess water. I tend to have my palette probably wetter than a lot of should be. So, Baldy, you streaming today? I know you didn't stream yesterday. So, I cheated and started this 2 streams early. To try to get a little head start because it's going to be such a time sink. Alright, so I was looking at her. One thing I think you do is, it's as important as actually painting, and the skills of painting is, look at the mini. Sit there and just look at it. Does it make sense? Do all the lights, shadows make sense? If they don't, then go in and touch it up. So I was looking at her, and while I'm pretty happy with the way it is, I think I'd like to. I was looking at this, I realized how much I really liked this arm in the way that the light and the shadow and keep her lighter. So I think I'm going to, on her forehead, I'm going to actually try to lighten up just right down here. And have it go in and be a little bit lighter. I feel like the transition's a little too dark, too sudden there. But everything else looked pretty good. So yeah, do something like this, and then look and see what you might. I might need to lighten up her hands, at least her left hand a little bit, and maybe make the transition on her right arm a little bit more gradual. I like this right here. I looked at like ooh, I like that. So that's what the plan is today. So I remember I based everything off of Glacial Mist, which all paints are Reaper. There may be other paints involved. I don't know. You are streaming still. Oh my god, my vision today is really wonky when it gets to the computer. Like I can see fine through my glasses, but my glasses are they're too strong for anything else other than painting minis. So when I'm looking at my computer, while it's further away, it's just still a tiny bit too close. Still a bit tired, but need to get things painted. That's my view. It'd be fun to take some more time off, but nah. I gotta get shit done. And that reminds me, it's only 3. I'll probably mention earlier. Today is also show and tell day. So if Son and Swabby is still here, if you want to show and tell anything, and you're on my Discord, make sure you post. Same for you, Baldy, you know the drill. Trying to get some painty paint out here. We're able to take a look at the film. This is terrible. I don't friggin' remember. Like, you know what? I don't have my phone in here. I actually don't need my phone. My phone is great, so I don't have to necessarily leave here. I want to say I thought I did. I thought I did that night too. I'm gonna go. Well, I'll open Discord now. I mean, I like it cleared. I cleared the dock, so. Let's see. Oh, yay! Maybe we can play our Dragonlance game next week. I don't know if DJ will be ready though. All right, let's see. Where were they? Let's see. Work in progress. I looked. Said I had to look at stuff. Nice. It hasn't caught up yet. Oh. Let me look under finished. I don't know if you put it in finished or. Oh, come on, Discord. Great. That's a great thing. All right. First of all, who are you on there? Where are they? You said you post the links. Where did you post the links? You did. Oh, yeah, you did. But what? I mean, if you have links on the channel, well, then they're gone. If I didn't get, yeah, I don't remember. That I don't remember. But if you want to post any links, I may have. I mean, you're asking. Unfortunately, I'm old, and you're asking me what I did. I did like the rug stuff. Actually, I have in our channel. I have stuff. If you want it, I've a photo channel in there. If you ever want to post photos about anything non-mini related, and people will see it, but I don't. Sadly, I don't recall. I would recall if I saw them again. Sure. I want to say I did, but I just don't remember. That was Monday. Last stream was Monday, and I think that's when it was. Oh, I'm over 50, so yeah, I'm old. Oh, yeah, I was getting paint out. So today we do a show and tell. So basically, if you post your work up in Discord, I mean, I say you can post links here too. If we have visitors that don't really feel like joining Discord. Oh, come on. Oh, is Pete the Hydrator's lurking? He always plays sad trombone. That's his entrance music, is sad trombone. And I feel like I did look at them. Come on, paint, get down. I got the paint out of it last time. Well, at some point soon, I'm going to have to get more of this color. So is there? It didn't feel like there was a clog. Oh, yeah, that's right. It feels like there's paint in there too. Sometimes dropper bottles, dropper bottles. There we go. Great start to the New York Kia Talk. There we go. I guess whatever it was, there was something in there. Dropper bottles are great, but they do clog easily. All right, so I want to make a lighter color, but not super light. Oh, I remember. I need a little rainy gray because I'm going more gray. So, feel free to repost them anyways. Today is the right day to do it. It's show and tell Saturday. The other thing that amazed me last time was I used that. I got paint on me. I guess I didn't. I used the that glacial mist. It looks a lot lighter. Like a lot of times, paint will get darker as you go. In this case, it got so dark. It got way darker than it started. So, how is everybody? How was your New Year's? Mine was good. We had a lovely little game night. And there's some more transitions I'd like to get. Oh, hey! Casmania! Thank you so much for the sub. Holy mackerel. Today's show and tell, by the way. If you want to share your stuff because it's awesome, please do. Thank you for the sub. So, I have a channel point reward for resolutions. So I've already filled a couple of my painting resolutions. One was just to keep on improving and do my best work this year. 2 is to get everybody's mini. Oh, go away. Not you guys. My computer is throwing. Hey, do you want to explore what you did last year on micro? Go away. So my second one was I'm going to get everybody's yearly annual sub rewards done. And then it's going to be back to having some fun. And I'm going to try to get it all done in the first part of the year. So that's my 2 resolutions. I do have a channel point reward for this, by the way. If you want to know more painting resolutions or things I'm vowing to do this year, just spend a few points. I don't even think I made it that many. Right. This is about trying to fix her cheek here. So I'm repainting higher than I want to. Come on. Blend in there. Yeah, what am I doing? Alright, so only able to finish 1 between holiday. That's okay. Take favorite tab, at least don't worry about paint. 1 is fine. You can absolutely, I get what you're saying, but yeah, you can do. Oh, I didn't put up my last couple days. Speaking of which, I didn't put up my last couple days of paint lunch break mini painter posts. I do have stuff to post on that. So I get the feeling. I just feel like with the lunch break. Meep? Well, it's better. Wait, what the heck's the other term there? Meeping is better than yeeting. Being yeeted. How are you? Nice to meet you, I think. Meep, meep. How are you? And since you are new, I'll give you a little bit about me. My real name is Carol. I am I'll do my murder Oh, intro. I'm a longtime gamer, occasional GM, and commissioned mini painter. I've been painting for like ever. No, I've been painting for like 25 years. And I like to share it on the stream. And at conventions and at hangouts, if you were in the New England, or specifically northeastern Massachusetts area, come and visit me at one of my hangouts. I do 2 a month on Sundays at a couple of stores nearby. That's better. That is so much better. So, feel free to introduce yourself if you want. Otherwise, lurkers are fine. As long as somebody's watching this channel, I'm happy to be here. Wait, 30th? Oh, so then you are somewhere in the neighborhood of my age. Congratulations on 30. I'm not that far behind. I've been married, Lord, we got married in 97. So this is 2025. So that means it'd be married for 28 years come June. Alright, so the first part of the stream is going to be all about finessing the skin. I like to say finesse. New year, new viewers? That'd be awesome. I do love people. I love doing this, and I love doing it because I love to hang out with people. What is that? Simply Make Toys? I love it. That's a great name. That is Simply Paint Toys. Oh, that's not so simple. This thing is a big model, and it's hard to do. Keep it on camera. How are you? I just did my whole intro. I don't know if you've been here long enough. So my name is Carol. I've been painting for a while. And I love to share my hobby. Cliff notes. I have a lot of fun channel point rewards. I have a lot of fun channel point rewards. And I do reward subscribers, but it's not really my priority. I just want people here to hang out with and talk to. I started this stream because I really like doing cons and hanging out with people and painting, and I do commissions, so this basically gave me 6 hours a week. I'm trying to fix this. Alright, that's better. I had to spend 6 hours a week painting minis from my closet of shame. Now it's it's under the pride flag there. Class of 76? Wow. I would like never guess. And yeah, he said, we need to keep recruiting mini painters because we're all getting older and we're going to need a new generation. So it's in its very early stages, so it better look good. The reason why, so those of you who are new, or I haven't mentioned to you, thank you so much for following. Yeah, if you like what I do, exit me. If you like what I do, give me a follow, and then come back and visit. Thank you for the sub. Oh my god. You've subscribed. It's like, you were halfway to a free mini, and I'm going to have you behind again. I don't know if being the oldest person here, I don't think you win. I'm not sure if you're winning or not. Oh Lord, I'm like scrolling right now. My brain is like going in 20 different directions. I was telling you guys a little bit of why I started the stream, and really it was so I could hang out with people, chat, and get my own shit done. Yes, underneath the pride flag is my closet of shame. There's no. I have to have the pride flag. Okay, so the pride flag is for. I do a Trevor Project fundraiser. I'm one of the fabulous Marines. We all raise money in June, and actually for the rest of the year. The links are open, but the active campaign is in June. I do basically I do lots of giveaways and things and raise money. And one of the things you can do is you can memorialize someone on the flag for like a $20 or $25 donation, and the flag just stays up. And I said as long as one person subscribes, it'll keep staying up. If there's not interest in this as a thing, then I'll end up probably killing the whole thing, and I'll eventually take the flag down. But it's been up for a few years, so. Oh yeah, that's better. I'm definitely happier with that. Taking a wet brush and kinda I just want to see if I can get that smoother. Definitely happy about the color. I'm going to go lighter too on spots on this. This, by the way, is going to be a year of me trying to up my game and competitively paint. Alright, so to tell you about what the deal is with this mini, there is a deal. A couple of years ago, I'll go back to the story. I know some of you who have been hanging around me, for a while know the story, but 2 years ago, it'd be 2 years ago, because last year was the first competition. 2 years ago at TotalCon. So TotalCon, what year is this? 2023. Gel Tip, who's another streamer, and Night Whisper and I, we all attended. Well, I kind of staffed there. And I basically organized the mini painting contest. And Gel Tip and Night Whisper both enter it. Or they did. Now it's something else, and I'll get to that. So Gel Tip comes up during, said 2 years ago, so was it said 2023. And he won the 2022 Best in Show. And he said to Night Whisper, if you win the Best in Show this year, we should have Carol, meaning me, pick a mini for us to paint head to head. And I'm like, okay, I'll do that. That sounds like fun, sure. And then about 10 minutes later, it became, yeah, you're going to paint it too, I'm like, oh, I am I? I'm like, fine. So then for the better part of a year, I sat on it, like on what, and then it got to about a month out. I go, what am I going to do with this? I go, I can't enter my own competition that I friggin' organize. I go, I can't do that. I don't judge it. But I go, I can't do it. That would look really hinky if I win. So I thought, I'm like, wait, why don't we make it a vote? We'll make it a vote between and see who wins. Whoever wins gets bragging rights. Yeah, that's it. Just bragging rights. Nothing else. It's for fun and to push ourselves mostly. So that's what we did, and it was exciting. I won the vote by 1 vote over a Night Whisper. Gel Tip, who the entire thing, it was his idea, showed up on Friday, because that's when we did the votes on Friday and Saturday. And Sunday, but not a lot of people voted. Like, no one voted Sunday. But we did the vote on Friday and Saturday, and he showed up on Friday, of course, without his piece completely finished. I did laugh at this. So hard, because it's like, this was your idea, dude, and you didn't even finish your mini. So I think it cost him votes, because what he did was really cool. I won Best in Show once a long time ago, for a Halloween costume contest. Well, that was a memorable weekend. Um, I mean, I'd say I won a Best in Show. I have won a Best in Show mini, but like basically, I there wasn't very many entries, so it really, the biggest thing. I think the thing I'm most proud of, the best I ever did, was it's hard to say last year in 2023 at the Nova Open. I got a bronze for diorama. Getting a medal at the Nova Open is seriously, it's hard to do. And they said it's open judging. We award more than one. Yeah, but their standards are really high, even for, like, I entered Journeyman. And holy mackerel, the competition. There is a Masters division, but the Journeyman has like 600. The Masters has like 100 entries total. The Journeyman has like 600 entries total. I'm like, yeah, that ain't happening. So that's the story of what this is. So, anyways, this is this year's entry, and there's 4 of us this year. So there's myself, a Night Whisperer, and Gel Tip, and this 4th guy by the name of Peter Shaw, who is a phenomenal miniature painter, and we think he's going to clean the floor with us. He is a Reaper Gold, MSP Gold medalist, and that's as hard as to achieve as getting a medal at Nova. It was a costume for my doggos at the time up in New York City. That sounds like fun. That sounds like so much fun. So what's everybody working on? Is people working on stuff or what you doing? I mean, I said I love chatting. I will chat about whatever. Especially if you like to talk nerdy to me, folks. I said I'm trying to sort of lighten her face up anyways. Oh, as for that contest, I did have the judges pick, and Night Whisper won that. But the judges said, yeah, it was really close. It was very close. They said, basically, the difference between victory and defeat was the fact that a Night Whisper painted. He painted the reflections of stuff, and I was like, you are. And I said to myself, I'm a freaking idiot. But of course, I should have done that. So that's what cost me. They said they had a really hard time picking. I mean, I sat there and watched the judging, so that's the one thing I could do. And I just asked them, like, so would you pick one? What is your favorite? So one thing I'm gonna do is I went back on that mini and I painted reflections on all the on all the I did paint the reflections in. Thing of it is, this thing is probably going to take about. I'm probably not going to be able to paint the whole thing on stream, too, unfortunately. Considering the time sink it's going to have to be. So far, everything's been painted on stream, but that is not going to hold true. So let's see. I just took some yarn and turned into a skein and turned a skein into a cake. Got almost 3 out of it. Oh, yes, I know you're doing the right thing. You do other yarn arts? You do crochet or knitting or... That's something I never got into. I did the only sewing type thing I used to do. I used to do plastic canvas needlepoint, which means you can build 3D stuff out of it. And I also used to do cross stitching. I'm getting ready to paint Beatrice Bumble Dragon, the Valfyrix Dragon from Reaper with the fairy. Oh, but with fairy wings. Ooh. Hey, I said I used to do it, but I don't have time, Sally. I just don't have time. Mini painting's kind of taken over my life. So that's where I'm at now. But I love it. I love what I do. And I'd like to retire from my job someday and do it full time. I'm trying to figure out where's the shadow and highlight in this arm. I feel like this is a highlight here. That's sticking up there. Okay, that's sticking up there. I'm just sort of marking stuff here now. See if I can see it a little better. Then try to make those lines kind of disappear. And maybe add a little dimension to it. Probably have to go back and fix some of my shadows and such too. Oh, so not only am I entering this though in TotalCon, I am planning on bringing this to Reaper. Still is a really... So it needs to be good. I gotta do this. Oh, Mr. Brandon. Hello, Mr. Brandon. How are you? Good to chat with you. I would have liked to have seen you over the holidays if I know who Mr. Brandon is. Mr. Brandon's a friend of mine. Haven't seen him in forever. I invited you to my open house there, Skibby. And I think I even like invited you to like we had a little game night on. You could have actually gone there. There wasn't like a ton of people at game night New Year's Eve. Probably. And I'm not going back. I'm going. I'm going to. Well, I mean, I'm going to be at TotalCon like always. I'm going to be at Rising Phoenix. I'm going to be at my usual rotation, other than Nova, because I'm going to go to ReaperCon this year. That's the plan, at least. Is I want to go to ReaperCon, so that's why I want to build up all these competition pieces. ReaperCon is a once in a while trip. I don't want to screw with this arm too much. At least this part of it. Actually, I can screw with the rest of it. It's only this part that... It's only like this in here that I liked. Sometimes I don't know if it's the paint or it's the camera either. Or it's the light, rather. I no longer actually use my camera light. I have a Game Envy Lucent now, which is just... I love it. I haven't determined whether or not I'm going to bring it places or I'm just going to leave it stuck to my desk, but... Originally I was going to bring it to cons and stuff, and... Alright. As I just kind of bounce around. ReaperCon is in Texas. Yeah, it's where their factory is actually. ReaperCon originally started in their factory. They actually run the con right there, but now they moved to the Denton Convention Center. I don't know Frisco, Texas. It's a suburb of Dallas-Fort Worth. And because speaking of gel tip is, yes, this is what I mean. I move it around. Like, I move it around and the light changes. Oh, jeez, really? I said I love Reaper and I love the staff, and it's a great opportunity to go and say hi to all those lovely people who send me all these lovely miniatures. So you're running 3 events at total? Awesome. Shoes from Frisco. They think Dent was next to have blast. I mean, hopefully, well, it should be. Well, it'll be Labor Day, so ReaperCon is during Labor Day weekend. So it'll definitely be warmer. Although, who knows, right now, it's going to be cold in the south. Hey, just think, we're going to miss out on like this huge, exactly, it will be really hot. Um, yeah, if you're in the path of, I think it's Winter Storm Blair, I think is how the name of it is, please be careful. It is, it's not going to mess around. But we're going to totally miss it up here. It was really funny because they posted, one of the weather guys posted this map of snowfall. And it showed basically where this Massachusetts is, this little island surrounded by everywhere else that's going to get snow. And I'm like, how the hell did we do that? I guess something's going north and something's going to the south. If you're out in Buffalo or Syracuse or out right near a Great Lake, you have, I'd say you have my sympathies, but you decide to live there knowing that it gets like this. Another 1 to 2 feet of snow this week. Never in my life am I gonna, there's no way I want to live there. No, thank you. You know, originally I wanted to, you can blame Total Con for this. And Captain Con, I guess. Originally, my plan was when I retired, I wanted to be a snowbird. I wanted to go to Florida. Like everyone else. Or, somewhere, warm for the winter. But that ain't happening because as long as I can do conventions, it'll be great when I'm retired because I don't have to worry about taking time off. Now, I'm talking like retirement's not for like 15 years. Or, well, it's probably a little less than that, but. I'm closer to retirement than I am to when I started work. So there's that. My dad moved to Florida. It's great for like golf and beaches. I do like beaches though. But see, I go and I pick up shells and things like that. I like beaches for that reason. By the way, Brandon, I was talking about it. So if you go to Total Con, please vote on one of these minis. But you gotta forget that I did this one. You cannot vote for me just because I'm your friend. If I win, I want it fair and square. So pick your favorite and do not feel guilty if it's not mine. Do not feel bad if it's not mine. But please vote. Voting this year will be just Friday and Saturday. Because there really wasn't a point to do Sunday. Nobody voted. I'll probably basically run it. Although we take entries on Thursday for the paint contest. But I'll probably basically run it like that. At such corruption. Just add some sites other than Reaper. Give me a moment. Did you post any of your work there? Put your links up there. You definitely. Oh, who just joined? Oh, I can't see who just. Somebody just joined Discord. So hello. Oh, was it Swabby? Somebody just joined. It says S. Problem is, I can't. That's why I need my phone. Army Pain. Okay, so yeah, I'll give you my whole thing, and I I used to be a Reaper affiliate, but I'm not against other paint companies. And a lot of people in there do paint, but the sources are always good. But wait, where's Pro Acryl? If you're gonna do it, yeah, okay, Suave is you. S is you. What the So, Army Painter, Fanatic Paints are terrific. I love them. I just need to have more room to buy more of them. I like them as much as Reaper. They might be a little bit thicker and might cover a little better than Reaper. But Reaper wasn't made. Reaper was made for a lot of layers, which is how the artist works. Who made them? You put up Reaper there. Oh, you put, yeah, Viejo. Viejo's not bad. These are just my opinions. Viejo's pretty good. Although right now there's a strike going on. I don't know. If anybody knows if they resolved that, let me know. But working conditions are really bad. So right now, I'm using, if I have any Viejo paints, I'm using them. But at the moment, I'm not behind them. Because apparently conditions for their workers are pretty bad. Oh, it did end? Oh, great. So did the workers get what they wanted? Because from what I heard, conditions were pretty bad there. So I'm hoping it resolved out for them. Problem is, I pick this stuff up on social media, and if I don't happen to go by a post on it, I don't know what's going on. And it's not really something that makes my local news. That's great, though. And by the way, I was not saying don't post it up there. I was saying I'm just on strike for buying. Although I don't buy a lot of this stuff. That's great. Good. I'm glad they were released to be reasoned with. Citadel color, yep. Yep. So my whole view on Warhammer paints is this. Warhammer paint is great for what it does. It's great for armies. However, some of that paint is a little sketch, like white. Any of their whites are pretty friggin' awful. I've heard maybe they improve one of their whites. I can't remember which one. Maybe. Problem is the paints don't last, but if you're painting an army and you want if you want colors that stay consistent, bottle to bottle to bottle, that's their paints are exactly what for that. They're great for painting armies. They are thicker. They're not, as I said, use them to paint armies of a tabletop level. Don't use them to paint display pieces. You want thinner and more coats on a display level piece because you want a lot of really good blending. On a tabletop army, you don't care. You don't need to spend 60 hours in a mini. And for the love of God, don't spend 60 hours in a mini. Just make it look good enough to play with. And trust me, it doesn't. They're small. It doesn't have to be perfect by any stretch, and it will look good. It will still look better than gray. But that said, they're not my favorite paints, but I will say their technicals, which are like a lot of their basic paints, like the Valhalla Blizzard, is fantastic. I love this. Their technical paints are terrific. Their washes are the best I know. I love the fact that they're matte. They used to have matte and gloss, and then they got rid of all the gloss ones, which made me sad because one of my favorite washes was a gloss, and they did not have an equivalent. So one of the other things one of the other paints I recommend that's not on this list, and maybe is Pro Acryl. I think Pro Acryl, these guys, I have the Nova Orange. I don't want to ever use this. But Pro Acryl by Monument Hobbies is terrific. Two Thin Coats is terrific. Wow, where are we getting all these people? I'm Commander Shadow's Proxy is my favorite streamer on the Citadel? I'm Commander Shadows. Who's Commander Shadow? Wait, why have we got... Oh, Shadow Proxy just raid. Wow, why did I not... I heard the ding. Wow. Alright, so sorry, I'm talking about paint. Hi, guys! Welcome. I'm so sorry. I totally blew that up. I didn't see the rain. Yee. I'm actually like half on my stream. I basically could see chat and nothing else. Because I have the Schwabi's his paint choices. I'm saying some more to add to it. It's a good resource. Well, it's so nice to meet you. I don't think. All right, first of all, I'm gonna follow. If I can. Stop jumping up. I'm gonna follow Shadow Proxy. Commander Shadow Proxy, my favorite streamer in the city. It's a Mass Effect, thank you. I don't know. I am a nerdy gamer, but I'm more into TTRPGs than I am into video games. Although I'm back to being an avid World of Warcraft player. We're trying to re-kickstart our guild, and bring it back to a degree. Whatever that degree is. I don't have the time to deal with it. But hi everyone! Just to give you a little introduction about myself, and let me do a shout out. My people who do this. Wait. What is your name again? Shadows Proxy. Oh my lord. I started putting in Mass Effect. What the hell is wrong with me? Okay, so anybody who is already here, if you don't follow Shadow Proxy? Shadows. If you don't follow Shadows, please do. Give them a follow, go visit their stream. If I have time, I will go visit your stream. Of course, that's what we do around here. We help each other because minis we're a rather small fish, even though there's a lot of us fish, but we're small fish in a big pond that's mostly a lot of gamers that get a lot of people. Or chatters that get a lot of people. We're small fish in the Critical Role sea. Thank you so much. He sometimes paints for Warhammer. Actually, I sometimes paint for Warhammer too. Alright, so Shadows Proxy, what were you doing today? Do you always paint for Warhammer? Or do you have, what's your favorite mini company? What do you like to paint? I do actually paint some Warhammer. I do have, if you look behind me in that little screen in the back, you can tell those are Warhammer boxes on the shelf. I don't paint it all the time. It depends on what is going on. Sometimes I did just paint this year's Red Gobbo for Christmas. I do orcs. I love orcs. That's my army of choice. I also have some Dark Angels. At some point, hopefully, I will paint them. My goal someday is to enter Armies on Parade. Rainbow. I have rainbows too, actually. I have, I think, I'm not positive. I think it's just a follower emote. I have this really... Where's my things? Oh, they're there. I was saying where, of course, they appear on the screen. Now, they used to be lame. They used to, have one appear, and I finally fixed it. That's me. I've got the mug, because this is the Painted Hero Tavern. Because we paint heroes, and I do drink every so often. When my chat wants to, spend the channel points. I like to have lots of fun. I love to paint. I love to paint minis. I've been painting for over 25 years. I'm a sci-fi variety streamer. Oh, cool. I got back into Warhammer, and we're doing a 1,000 point Space Marine army, which, based off of a group of my community, the Smut Legion. Oh my friggin' lord. The Smut Legion? What colors are you painting that in? Also, Smut Legion sounds like it'd be more Slanesh. We know Slanesh is what. Alright, so to introduce myself, my real name is Carol. I'm known in all these circles as Muse's Touch. Because I like to inspire people to paint. I've been painting set for over 25 years. I run events and mini painting. Either I teach, but mostly I'll run paint tables where people can come and try the hobby before they take it home and decide whether they like it or not, before they spend the money. And then I did that at 9 conventions last year. So I am busy. And I also run 2 paint hangouts a month. If you are local to New England, if you're local to Massachusetts, specifically the northeastern part, because one of them is in Amesbury, Mass., one of them is in Haverhill, Mass., I run a paint hangout, each of those stores once a month, so 2 hangouts on a Sunday. Unfortunately, because of my crazy schedule, the Sundays tend to move. So that's sort of the thing I do, and I really try to bring this hobby out to people. I'm trying to figure out how to bring it out to people who aren't gamers. That's my new challenge now, and I'm not really sure how, other than to represent on social media. You won a raffle for one of the dreadnoughts. Oh, nice. And his cat ears and a tail. It'll be bright rainbow sparkles. Dude, do you know? Have you seen the Maid Marines? So we do a show and tell on here. I have a Discord. We do show and tell on Saturdays at 2 o'clock Eastern time. So in about, a half hour? I think I had shit done on this mini. I haven't took this time. Actually, I have. I've finessed her face a little better. And I've been finessing all these things. I want to actually start adding another color to it. Yeah, the Maid Marines are so friggin' good. Well, look at that. Yep, I did have the right thing. So I have a Discord. There's a bunch of painters in there already. There's a few that we just get together, play World of Warcraft on there. I have a chat on there, voice chat, so we can use. Although I'm probably going to end up having to move it back to my guild server. My World of Warcraft guild server. Anybody who plays WoW wants to play with. This doesn't sound right. Play with me, and my friends, and my new friends. We are the Bearers of Life, and we're on Moonguard US. Which is that, if you know World of Warcraft, you might know the infamous Moonguard US. We don't participate in what it's famous for. So, but it has a reputation, and it's not such a good reputation. We've all been, I've been on there longer than that reputation. So. And this mini has to be utterly perfect because I'm painting it. There are 3 of us. There is a Night Whisper. There is a Gel Tip and myself. We are all streamers. We're all from Massachusetts. And we're all competing against each other in a fun little paint-off using all the same model. There aren't many rules of engagement, but one is it has to be... we can't really add a ton of basing. It's just going to be about the painting. It was hugely fun to do last year. And so we're going to keep doing it. And I added a 4th person who is not on Twitch, but is going to probably wipe the floor with us because he is a Reaper MSP gold medal painter. And it's a vote, so who knows what's going to happen. I want to lighten up this cheek, and I will lighten up that cheek. So she's got to be perfect. Dorian, know about so it said, the Maid Marines. Actually, there will be Maid Marines on the show and tell, and there is a funny question associated with them. I'm so excited. All right, so now where are my real points of light here? I'm going to add a little water to this too. Reaper paints are thinner, but you still have to add a little water to thin them down. I do a lot of Reaper because I really like Reaper. I used to be an affiliate, but oh God, excuse me. I drink Coke on the stream.
Moist.
Night Whisper! Problem is, there's 3 people who use that on my stream when they come in, and I never know who it is. Moist is the word. I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Oh gosh, thank you for the sub! So, now, I do give subscribers rewards. However, there is a reward that's going to have to come back because I got too far behind on subscriber rewards that had to sort of kill the giveaway that I do. My goal is to get all the subscriber rewards off my desk the first part of this year, and then we're going back to that reward. It is a... She's a little large to be thrown. She is a frost giant. So I am going frost giant. Wait. But I'm confused. Oh. Well, you know, if you're worried about being at the con, well, that sucks because I would be happy to sneak you. I wonder if I can get you in as an assistant. Let me think about it, and maybe I'll reach out to them. I'll see what I can see if I can pull something. I get that. I can't really help you out with Captain Con. But maybe Total Con I could do something. But because you were like one of my go-tos to paint with at night. Tends to be a factor because our house is a semi-horde house, so we don't currently have room for workers to come in. Oh boy. Well, okay, that's fair. That's unfortunate. I was gonna say if you can get it done, we'll get it in. I mean, you're not entering the official contest anyways this year. At least I didn't think so. That's unfortunate. You know what? See if you can do it. I mean, do what I'm doing. Work on your stream. If you can come to Paint Day. I mean, I know that's a good day to work. If you can come to a paint day once in a while. What, do you have to get your whole kitchen redone? I know, I'm trying to think of a way to see if we can make this work. Otherwise, I'll just say I'll bring in the mini. You know, you always get me the mini. I'll bring it in. It said you're not officially entering, so... But I'd still like to have it for the paint off. I think you can do it. It's like, at the end of the day, you know, you're only going to put so many hours in cleaning out. Hopefully you're not going to be doing it all day and all night. You just take some time at the end of the day and work on it. I know. I think you can do it. I think you might need to do it. I had to pick some stuff in my work in progress and my face. Cool, because I will be shared. That's what I'm going to show and tell. If you can sneak, that's the thing. The only thing is, like, in Paint Day may be really inconvenient. But then again, you also, I mean, when do you have to you have to be done at some point. You could always focus on January getting that done and then show up at Paint Day in February. I wouldn't even want to think about it. I know my house needs work. But don't they all? However, I vowed I'm not going to do anything until we pay off the siding. Which has not been a terrible... So how did you get water damage to your house? What happened? Hey, Shiner, what's up? It's one of my friends from overseas. This is why I do a stream at 12:30 in the afternoon on Saturdays, because it's the only time my European friends can show up, unless they're insomniacs. All right, so. I said I may have to finesse this. It seems like it's a little bright. It is a little bump there, like there's on this side, but it's much smaller. So try to get a little shadow in there. And I mean I need to see. So a lot of paints will dry. Most of you paint. If you paint a lot, you'll know this. Most paints will dry definitely darker. Than when you apply them. I said, especially like in my case, this. See, first color I put down in this dried way lighter. I have to still do her lips too. Also, I'm sorry if this thing goes off camera, but it's a really big model and very hard to handle and keep it on camera. I think every streamer out there would get this, would know the difficulties of this. See, I'm trying to blend that in. It's like actually doing real makeup. It's like you apply and then blend, apply, then blend. Okay, now I want to thin that line. I actually have a smaller or a finer tipped brush. I could use, but this thing is great. I have an Artist Opus. Sorry, I got my nose in the thing. There may be some leaking plumbing somewhere too. Yeah, that's always great. I had to put my cutting mat in my background because of the grid. I know with cameras. Well, see, I have this big purple spot. What this was an eyeglass, and I just stuck it down because nobody wants to see. Ooh, I need to actually shut my camera over. I'm going to mess it all up. I have to move my camera pretty constantly. So yeah, so nobody wants to see the glare off of this. So I stuck this. I just had it handy. I have another glasses cleaning cloth that I actually use. I'm adjusting while watching. Ooh. I'm I'm adjusting it off stream rather than off of Streamlabs, so there's a little lag. Although it's not bad today. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Actually, I'll just shove this over more. That's pretty good. Okay. What time is it? Quarter of. Almost quarter of. No, well, one of those cutting, a lot of people use cutting mats. But yeah, I have this purple spot, which actually helps me line things up. So see, it's like right where I want to have the mini. The problem is, and like a Night Whisper can attest to this, is paying attention to that spot. I just keep saying, well, at least if the camera's still there, Night Whisper just needs to line his, have his thing sitting right on top of the Monster Den Ed sticker. Sort of giving her some nails too. What I might do is I might put this on, lighten some spots up, and then I might just go over it with that blue paint I've been using. And it'll stay brighter. Because I keep looking at this, I'm going, geez, I kind of like her skin color. I was going to go darker. This back here, I think, needs some work. Now, I'm deliberately doing this. Trying to figure out where the highlight is on that. Probably the biceps highlight is right there. It's still kind of a weird... I feel like this muscle is a little weird, the way it's shaped. That could just be me. I think after this, I'm going to be sitting there staring. Actually, after this, I'm going to have to go because I got to de-Christmas my house. The most depressing time of the year. Yeah, but I had to switch up my setup with oils because I'm no longer using, the big paint case, since I don't need to have the drawers of 100 paint dropper bottles. That's why they're on my wall. Need for old painting glass spout. I just need room for so work mat with some no work mat with stickers. Oh, that's right, you did kill that. I've just to position my portable work table so that my camera is aligned with the center of my chair. It takes work. It takes work to move it too far left or right, forwards, backwards. Though it's still a problem. Hey, Alley Cat. I was de-Christmasing this morning. My husband's currently de-Christmasing our yard. We said the lights have to come in first. We have, my friends will understand. How is everybody now that people have really finally got in there? Hello, Sandus, you're late. For you, you're late. Making Joe work while I go paint and go fake. Well, I'll be joining him after this, there, sir. Hey, Gamer DJ, did you happen to look in Discord, by the way? Our other Discord, to see that Heidi is willing to play remotely next week. We got people begging to play Dragonlance. Dana. Actually, the sad thing is, I actually it is, for me, it's kind of depressing. But I don't hate helping with Christmas decorations. I really don't. See, theoretically, this right here should be a little lighter. Because it jets out. It's the back of... the back side is the part that I think has been kind of confusing me here. I'm putting it on very thinly now. I grab a little paint and sort of add a little moisture to it off my wet palette. And that's why I do like a wet palette. Not only does it keep the paints fresher, but I can thin them down. Granted, it will thin it down a bit, but I can thin it down even more. My arm is on the way. Well, I mean, I said, you can always answer, but I thought I'd at least let you know. Dunkin' Donuts run! Oh, go pick me up a glazed and a hot chocolate. You bring it here. I usually starve. It's cold out. No, we don't. We always go till the weekend after New Year's. Some years that's longer than others. So this is the weekend after New Year. So because we have a lot of other stuff too. I mean, the inside of the house, we've got tons of Christmas stuff. Just had a good chat with Brandon. Yeah, I know. You did, huh? He was here. He's asked me to reprise the role of my old glitter boy, David the Texan. Reprise? What do you mean price? Reprint? The Texan Lone Star State glitter boy with the big MCD cowboy hat and poncho. You know, DJ, you do have like a thing with... Yay, my Bolter's being reprinted. So I put up the dates, by the way, Sarnis, of the January paint days. Hint, hint. Okay, I think this is starting to make more sense. The muscles in the back of her arm. starting to make more sense. I guess one of the other players, the Baxter, the Glitter Boy, also named David. So yes, I joined for. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, that's cool. No, I'm glad you two were chatting. It's been a while. I mean, I invited him to all the friggin' things in hopes that maybe he can make one of them, but no such luck. Alright, I want to take. And I want to darken that in there a little bit. Said, always good to have all your previous colors you've been working with out. So you can just keep going back and forth between them all, because sometimes you need to. I think I put a little bit of too dark on there. Okay, that's better. I think I'm going to add, kind of like our hands the way they are. I'm going to add some of this lighter stuff to the top of our arm here. Oh, come on. I need a place to position this. My hand is getting in the way too, I notice. The goal is to do this so that people can actually see, you know? Have a hand to the side. It is almost that time. Although, well, I mean, there's new people, so there's more stuff in there. But it's not like I've been away for 3 weeks either at conventions. My Saturday streams can be a little on the iffy side, as much as I like to have them. I did 9 conventions this past year that I had to cancel. And then, of course, other things, because Saturday is a day you can get shit done. See if I can get the hand done. Well, we're getting there at a point where soon. I can move on to close. I want to see that shadow there, but I don't want it to be. I want it to be very subtle. I'm just using whatever residual tiny amounts of paint are left on the brush of that light color. Okay. It is show and tell time, guys. So, last call if you have anything you want to share. See if I can put her. She's got like the thing. The holder is hanging off the edge of my thing yeah, that's not going to work. Oh, I got her on there. Good. All right. It is that time. Although, I may have to go get my phone if I don't have a name on here. All right. All right. So let's go. Display pics. Ooh, trippy. And I'm going to take this and shove it back over because I want to see chat. I might actually need to take my glasses off. Why have I got a message? I was not trying to message you, Shinar. I don't know why that popped up. So, we did stream last week. Oh, yeah, it's December. Let's see. 30, 29, 28th was the last stream. So, I saw the dragon. So, this is Lornan, or Rivendell Creations, trying to stay off of new stuff. Those are cool. He does a lot of this where he actually prints in color, full color, and he paints by printing. And he does a lot of anime and video game based things. That's pretty cool. Although my eyesight is like, it is interesting. I like it. It's really cool. And then, okay, so Maid Marines. We were talking Maid Marines. Rarity Sultan sets of Maid Marines with Captain. So there's some 3D printed Maid Marines. I'd like to print one myself. Like, those are so damn cool. Just because they're so funny. I love the whole concept. And then, oh, you actually printed your own Robot Gulliman? What the hell did... I wish Gareth was around. He had his names for him, and he had a different name for him every single time. Maid Marine War, yeah. I mean, yeah. So yeah, he's Rarity, who is one of his kids. I believe she's 7. It's like the perfect army for her. She's so... I love her to pieces. We plan to also make the Dreadnought and the Rhino for the Maid Marines. And call him Robot Girly Man. That's it. It's Robot Girly Man. Gareth would call him Robot Girly Man too. Nice. Did you make a big Robot Girly Man? Because I see the other mini here. Oh, it's a Hospitaller. Oh, so that must be from your sisters. I believe Hospitallers come from them. Right? I think it's a sister. He is a big boy. Alright, so work in progress. So I said, what, the 28th? I will do work in progress today. Okay, so... We saw those. A lot got put on during that stream. Did Shinura do any more on his Wizard of Oz? Okay, so Smart Smart Goblin posted this right at the end. So I don't think we saw this. Or maybe, I don't remember if we did or we didn't. Ken the Barbarian using using Reaper's Hercules. So yes, I think he made a Barbarian. And so, it just cannot. Is that how you say it? This is awesome. I love that. I love the idea he's doing this. Put the white tassels as a hint. Nod to Carlos Hathcock, Vietnam War sniper nicknamed the White Feather. Oh, cool. I think it's always awesome when you can put a little personal touch into your minis. To me, if you're trying to honor somebody or making a statement or whatnot, it turns it, to me, this is why mini painting is art. Cyanus, that is lovely. I love the camo you painted on him. And I like his glasses, and you get the orange that kind of scatter around. And it really draws your eye around the piece. I love it. That looks very cool. Looks like a lot of work for a table to for a tabletop army. That's terrific. Lotus K, I love her stuff. I'm trying to figure out which way that actually goes. Oh, I mean, it's disease. It must be something Grandpapa Nurgle must have visited. It'll make more sense when it's together, but the painting is terrific. Oh, Cyanus. Yes, they absolutely... So yes, here's the question, guys. Should these Maid Marines get bedazzled? But I don't know about big beads. I think you should go with glitter. Go with the absolute, or if you could put like one bead on here and there. I mean, the answer should be yes. Looks like Master Chief. Oh, this? I mean, it could be. I don't know my broken apart minis that well. Except for orcs. So yeah, what do you think? Should he bedazzle the Maid Marines? The Maid Marines are the funny. It said they're the funniest thing ever. I love them. Those are beads. Those are... Oh shoot! I gotta scooch this over. Hang on. I gotta scooch this over. They're real gems? Wait, those are actual gems? Crap. I mean, as I said, you could put them here and there, but be careful. They might be a little large. Baking Golem. Building a Hecaton party fortress. Silver iron carriage and blue on top. Hope we can make it look good. It's the first vehicle model I am painting. This is the first step I took with some spray paints. The shape lends itself well to using spray cans when held at the proper angle. So Zenithal painted these. I love the color. I love that color of blue. It's a really, really dark midnight blue. That looks really cool. And I mean, yeah, if you hold it the right angle, you're not going to get the paint in where you don't want it. You can leave the shadows. Ruby, citrine, sapphires, peridot, tanzanite, zircon, etc. Yeah, exactly. You're right. It does depend on the size relative to the minis. Some of those small ones you could probably bedazzle them with. I thought you painted Beatrice Bumble Dragon. You painted something off as Valid Fricks Bones 5. She made my main project for January. I remember, at least I thought, Baldy painted a dragon as a bumblebee before. I don't know if he's still lurking around. But he's probably working. Because usually he works and lurks. He lurks about my stream. He'll say, come in, say hi. And then he'll lurk about while he's working on his minis. So, he's going to probably paint it with yellow and black stripes. I love the wings. The butterfly wings are a really nice addition to it. It really does. Gives it a lovely fairy dragon feel to this. I star Bertrand, her brother. Oh, you have not finished Bertrand Bumble. What was it? Bumble Dragon. You have not finished Bertrand Bumble Dragon. Come on, Baldy. Oh, Smart Goblin was about some new work in progress paint of my Sons of Bardi zombie almost done. So I have a bunch of those Sons of Bardi. I think he's painting. Does look like those could be spiders. Oh, that's cool. I like the colors he's picked for his Sons of Bardi. They're awful. They're awful, terrible beings. There's some sort of like zombie ghoul or something. That looks like something out of Nurgle. Of course, I never finished a Great Fright. Well, okay, well, none of us ever are finished. We're finished when we say it's finished. You actually could just say it's finished, Baldy, and it'd be done.
Boink.
Boink! What's with the boink? You boinked me. I should, actually, we had somebody named Meep here. I should put Meep, I should get a Meep sound effect. Okay, so this is what Suavi was talking about. One of my followers won a raffle for the paint job of this dreadnought, cat ears tail, and it's going to be rainbow and glitter. Oh my lord. There you go. That goes with the Maid Marines right there, Cyrus. I freaking love it. Oh my god, that's awesome. I don't know if you could get, I don't know if Suavi's still here. If you could get just a little bit of something to right here, and the other one's pretty good. The other one is blended in. It's like it needs to be blended into the thing a little more. Maybe just a little tiny bit of green stuff shoved in there and kind of swished around. But that is gonna be amazing. The tail looks great. I love it. It's so great. Is that a Nyanot? Yeah, it's a Nyanot. But yeah, the ears are really well done. By the way, don't let me take away from that. The ears are really well done. But you could see like some of these lines in there. You might want to just take a little bit of green stuff or something, probably green stuff, and just, or whatever you use, and just sort of fill that little space. That so that it blends a little more in. But I think it's terrific, and I love the tail. It's a cat-shaped tail. That's awesome. I love it. All right, let's go to finished stuff. So there may be stuff in finished that we looked at in the work in progresses. What did I say? It's the 28th. You finished that 5 minutes after stream last week. Okay, I remember that. So I remember seeing the work in progresses, but Baldy, you must have finished. You posted it right after stream. It's a little homunculus. Why, he's so cute. This is actually a really good tabletop standard mini. It almost reminds me of like the cell type painting too. We get the lines in there that are really lines. But I like it. I think it's really good. Don't mind me while I yawn. I'm not really sure why I'm yawning either. Maybe the time of the day. I'm not bored by the mini. I think the color scheme is terrific on this. It's a great, quick little paint job. All right, so here's the finish. Knuff, Kno. It's Knuff. Knuff the Barbarian. I gotta dig the expression on his face. It's just works. And the color is definitely Barbie. That is Barbie pink as you're gonna get. What did you use? What did you use for to sculpt the ears out if it wasn't green stuff? Anything, if you can thin it out, like if you can thin it out enough, just use what you made the ears out of. Unless you took and sculpted a piece of plastic. Oh, fire! Oh, so you fired. Oh, that would be a problem. Yeah, I mean, yeah, green stuff. But actually, they came out really good. So, said they did come out really good. It's just you want to fill that crack in. You want to make it look like it's part of the thing. And no matter how you can try to put a million layers of paint on there to hide that, but it really needs something to fill it with. That is a riot. It is definitely Knuff the Barbarian. Green stuff is great. I really like green stuff. When you get it, I don't know how experienced you are with green stuff, but take it, separate it out, put your yellow stuff and the blue stuff, and keep them separate because they're gonna harden where they touch. And actually, I don't do it. I've actually probably gonna get new green stuff because my stuff's getting old. And it's getting harder and harder to sculpt. But I don't have a lot left. I buy big quantities because I tend to use it. But they also say store it in your freezer. It'll keep it fresher. It's kind of like food. But don't eat it. It's not good for you. He knows just enough. And then Smart Goblin, by the way, what he does, I've told him, I've said, I'd love to see what you could do if you spent a long time in a mini. He said, I won't do that. He is about, he's got a million things going on in his life, and he is about getting these ready for the tabletop. So if you ever want to see an example of good tabletop level minis that will, where they did not take a huge amount of time, he's the one to look at. Oh my God, I love him. His painting, by the way, though, I can see improvement. Like, because he paints so much, he does improve. Those are great sculpts. I love these guys. I love the purple he used. Also, he's a big fan of purple too, like me. Damn, those are cool. As I said, he loves purple like me. And also, I dig the pink hair, the magenta pink hair. And he's also a big Reaper fan. He actually is an upper up in the Pathfinder Society, the Paizo's organized play. So he does run a lot of games and things. So that's why he's got to get stuff done and on the table for his games. Those are beautiful. Actually, these are really nice. These are gonna look terrific on a table somewhere. I wonder if he painted that a different color, if that's the lighting. I think he painted different color. That does look more bronzy, goldish. Very nice. Love him. And a dragon. It's the BBEGs of my home game. That came out good. That's definitely one of his nicest pieces. That's cool. I love the colors too. really nicely, highlighted and dry brushed and such. It really looks good. I love how all these little scales and everything they all stand out so well. It really did. This is one of his best pieces, if not his best piece. Things go like a. I mean, that's the scuff. Things go like a mask on it. That's weird. On his chest, he must have chest armor. But everything is so lovely and well defined. It's definitely a lot of dry brushing. But for this, it totally works. I like the fact the tongue actually does look slick. It's got a different texture than the rest of it. It looks like a tongue. He also did a nice job photographing it too. Oh, so the little thing is a magnetized piece. Now, where Smart Goblin's real strength is actually his kit bashing is amazing. His painting is good, but his kit bashing is something else. All right, so I suggest this. If you guys have like an art versus artist, if you feel like putting it up, put it up. I mean, I did one. I'm pretty sure Night Whisper did one. Baldy should have done one. I know Shunner, are you still around? You did an art versus artist, but you put my art in it. You just did, I guess, your most liked things. But it's like, you need to do one where you put your painting in. So you need to paint more minis. I don't know if he's still around. So, Baldy, you know art versus artist? So at the end of the year, you pick you make a little grid like this. He actually, Bacon has a ton of stuff on his. Typically, most of the ones I see are it's a block of 9. You put your picture in the middle, or something in the middle. And then you pick 8 of your favorite pieces that you did over the year that you're really proud of, and you put them around it. So, I actually should post mine. I have 2. I did a Reaper-centric one, so I could post it on their page. Because technically, you shouldn't be posting stuff on the page unless it's a Reaper product. It can be a mini from somewhere else, but it's going to be painted with Reaper paints, which actually just kind of worked for me. But I did a total Reaper one, and then I did one of just everything. My 8 favorite pieces. So, that's Bacon Golem. Bacon? Bacon Golem, yep. That's Bacon's. Yeah, a lot really cool. Look at I love the flame on that marine. It's a good painter. I need to ping him and say, if you're going to TotalCon, you need to bring stuff. It's something PLM something minis. Because unfortunately, as you can see, it gets cut off. But go look at the thing, you'll actually see the whole name. One day women keep it. No. I could not keep up that pace. One day, I tried. I actually did a mini a day, and it was just too much. I got to where I went on vacation, and then I stopped it. I think I made it till about. I think I made it to almost November. Oh, PLB. Yeah, don't. All right, so one thing I discovered about trying to do a mini a day was that I shouldn't do a mini a day. I actually want to try to push and get better. And I'm more into trying to put quality rather than just getting. That's my problem, by the way. And by the way, if you say anything, I'm not saying doing it fast is bad, okay? Doing it tabletop level is smart. There's nothing wrong with it. But for me, I'm trying to push my art. I'm trying to keep getting better and not just get an army on the table. But that's what's hurt me, because I should just do that with my orcs, especially all the grunts, and be done with it. There's no right or wrong way to do this hobby. You do it the way you need to do it. But that was the thing I discovered, is that I'd rather try to paint every day So then the year after that, I think I made it to. No, I maybe get my years confused. So they made it. So basically, instead of doing a mini a day, maybe I fell off halfway through the year. I made it to painting every day. So as long as I, paint for 15, 20 minutes, it counts. As long as I get something done on something, it counts. But it gave me more time and freedom to spend time really trying to get better at it. I don't really need the challenge. I pretty much paint almost every day. Almost. I paint on my breaks at work, so... This is a cool little piece, though, PLB. Thank you for speaking up, because I'm like, I don't remember what the hell. I remember it's P something something minis, and I don't remember the friggin' LB. Or was it positive? I like the fact you have a sticker that says Wizard's Butt. Oh, it's a pro, or maybe that's on the actual thing. He's cool. He is a mini you can do in a day though, and make look good. Because he's got a lot of definition, so the mini will actually really help you. And so you can work it up really quick and be very effective. And that's what you did. And I really like the green and the yellow together. It looks great. Okay, so this I believe is Swabby. These are custom. Sorry. I'm not sure what's wrong. These are custom paint jobs for 2 of my mods. Oh, well, that's nice of you, actually. I like I love colors, so purple may be my favorite, but I like, if you have a really good color combination. I really like this. I like the gold. Now, I would definitely keep the gold shoes and everything. I would do probably something a little different. Now, granted, it's a photograph, okay? So the base may, I think the base is actually more, it's matte. It's also work in progress. I like it, but maybe do something on the base. Don't touch the gold shoes. I think the gold and the red look smashing together. I really like that. But you might want to do something on the base to give it a little more contrast between the shoes and the base. So he'll really pop. And then you can leave everything else gold on the base. I think it's all nice tie together. I like the fact you did the blade, the chain, the blade there. I like the fact you put gold on that too, because it does sort of carry around. That's really nice. I like the piece. Oh, and the little shot of green. I like the shot of green. Yeah, I can see here. It is definitely more brown. It may even be more different than it appears here. Said photographs being whatever. Nice. My computer did restart its own again. Now all my cameras are used in the program. Can you shut down the other program? Typically what happens to me is my camera, like if I actually unplug my my mini painting rig. I have to unplug that because when I go on Zoom to play D&D for Murder Hobo, it always picks up on that camera and never my face cam. And it has to pick up on the face cam. So I have to unplug it. And then when I plug it back in, I have to go back in and reset the camera. Which usually it's just a drop-down list and I have to just play with it until it comes on. So, take your time, Baldy. I'll stall, okay? Take your time, get it. You'll get it. You'll get it. Actually, wait. I love the gold. Nicely done. That looks great. I like this with the little stars. That's really neat. And I like the fact that he's got or they. I don't know if Swabby's a he or she. I don't see your faces, so I don't know. Sometimes I guess because a lot of men do this hobby, so a lot of times I'll say he. That's why. But there's no offense at all. I don't want to do that. So this looks great. I love this little star pattern. I never thought about doing that. That's really cool. Looks like he's got Jupiter right there. He killed Jupiter. So, I said I do like you said this effect. It's very different than the way, it's a lot more deliberate than a lot of, what the hell is it called? Galaxy painting. It's a lot more deliberate than that because usually you just take and flick all the stars on. But I really like it. It actually looks like... Now, the one thing that could be done is you take a little bit of you thin down the black super, super thin and put it over that so it incorporates the stars a little more on. But geez, I'd almost be afraid to do that because I like how much that the white stars stand out on this. And it may look a little more painterly, but I think it looks cool. That's it. And once again, if you're doing something on the quicker side, this would be very effective on a tabletop. I also think the base is rather interesting. Okay, got them all. Alley, oh my gosh, Alley Cat! Now, for now, I'm not going to make a new channel, so you could put them in this, because technically they are finished minis. I'll put mine in there, too. Wow. That came out absolutely just smashing. I think it's going to get votes. It may not win, but it will definitely get votes. It may place. I think it's really good. I love it. This is Rocky. It's so good. I'm just thinking of the competition and if it needs anything more, I don't know. I think it's really good the way it is. A lot of times if you put if you have a actual story going on, you might get more votes. Adventures, but geez, I mean, this is a mini that really just stands out on its own. That's really good. I think a lot of it is the color, your color choices here. I mean, granted, this is the Bruins inspired one, right? So he's a lot more blue than than would make me think of Bruins. The gold is definitely the right color gold. But I love him. He's absolutely gorgeous. Not much I can say here. Thing is, I think you're only going to get to put one picture up. So, I mean, that's a good photo. Because you get to see the eye and that's probably the optimal way to shoot that. I love the warm, cool contrast with the wings and the belly scales and the... Yeah, that's it. That's why it stands out so much. You've got the... And they're not quite the opposite colors. Actually, they're close. Oh, it can now? They used to only let you put up one photo. It's both warm, cool, as well as... Yes. That's like having the color set in different areas have belly wings, so it's tail wheel to unify the entire model. Yeah. It's like said, and even probably the hint of yellow, the little yellow flowers, and you have hints of some yellow shit, but those yellow flowers kind of help unify it too. Actually, the flowers with the green of the flowers, with the eye, that actually kind of that sort of unifies it too. I love it. It's beautiful. And you've got green in the base and green in the eye. And it makes the green in the eyes fit in, I think, even better. The eyes are really good. Yeah, this is really good. I think it's going to make us end. Okay, so here is a Night Whisperers. Here's his top 8. So yeah, Baldy, if you feel free to do this, everybody feel free to do this and throw it up, put in finished work because it is finished. That's a good grid. That's a really good grid. And I'm glad the genie made its appearance. I feel like the genie, like the actual genie, so much is brighter than the photograph. I've seen that genie up close and way too personal. All right, and there was something in here for December. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I put up my red gobbo. All right, so since I put up my red gobbo, so this was my finished red gobbo. I used that sort of as a Christmas card on Christmas Eve because I got them done just in the nick of time. It's the abominable snowman. And then, okay, so you did Holly the Christmas Elf from Reaper. She's great. I don't know if I have this one. Way to go, Night Whisper. Gave me to want to go out and buy more minis. Maybe next year. Although at some point I do have to get it. I get it basically this week. I'll be contacting like the other 4 people who I still owe minis to for their yearly rewards. Right, Night Whisper? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, but once you're done restarting, I assume you can fix that, right, Baldy? Are you touching this now? There are a few places where my brush pulled up paint revealing the darker priming. That's okay, that's fair. But you know what? I don't hate the little darker bits in this. That's alright, you don't need to. It's fine the way it is. What a great model, though. And of course, Night Whisper works on oil paint, so. Although, you know what, Night Whisper? There is something I noticed. You'll notice in photos, but probably not realize. It looks like you hit right next to, on her arm, her left arm, right behind. I think you nicked it with some of the red. Because I see red in her arm. Now, maybe you did it on purpose. But it looks like it's too far away that this thing would reflect red on there. Boy, she's looks great. I love the white fur too. I think the white fur is just lovely. And it's a good goblin green. She looks almost like a realistic goblin. That looks like, I mean, especially, that looks like the same red you painted on her clothes. So you might want to go look and touch that up. But otherwise, I think she's gorgeous. I said, Baldy, I'll stall. You gotta be a way to fix it. I mean, I wonder if you can you kill whatever program it is that's accessing the cameras? Because, I mean, if there's a program accessing the cameras, it means it's on. There's got to be a way you can shut it down. Also, who else? Make sure you go there and, well, not everybody, but go there and click on to say hi to our new people. Unfortunately, I said I know one is, holy crap, my brain is just shut down. What is our pirate friend? So one thing, I understand why the usernames are truncated, but it drives me crazy that it is. And I believe that is this week's show and tell. Thank you guys so much for sharing your work, as always. You're better at it than me. Alright, so that's what I was thinking on that. Is that it could be her that back piece is reflecting, but you need to make it smaller because it's just kind of like a round blob, and it would reflect where it was really close up, up in here, it goes down too far to properly reflect it. You don't have to fix it at all, by the way. All advice in here is to be taken with a grain of salt. I want to stay on long enough to see if he can. I'm gonna still let you do it. So I do have to go though. I have to de-Christmas my house, and hubby's hard at work. I'm gonna do a little nitpicking though. We'll see because I think it'd be nice if Baldy could stream. Do you have a task manager? It should tell you. Isn't there a task manager on these things that tells you what your How do you find the task manager? Is it in settings? Right click the taskbar. Oh. Oh, it's really easy to find. Okay. So just so I can... Carol's tech support. Try this. Hi, Blades. What's up? Try going there. Right click your bar and go to where it says Task Manager. It should tell you everything that's on, and then you can basically click on it and kill it. That's how you do it. And that should kill everything. Yeah, or hit Control Alt Delete. Well then, kill Discord and see if it's working. Try closing down Discord. Discord can use your cameras. How to troubleshoot. Alright, let's see. We also have another answer. And no, don't restart it again. Who's likely to that process? Tried 3 cameras. I got the same results, so it's not the cameras. I test them and get the result that you were catching use a block by another program. Tried all the MS fixes. The cameras work fine, but the output can't be seen or heard on the other end. One of the things says update your drivers, but that doesn't make any sense. Says you could go to settings and look at the camera app and see what it's doing in your settings. Oh no, I just shut off the internet. Whoops. I shut off my channel. That's no good. I want to be able to see chat. So when I'm in here, look down. So I'm here basically. So I go on here. All right. So basically, this shows a list of like your camera. So basically, I have 2 video devices, and they are 2 different ones. I go on here and I just start picking these. It won't be OBS, but I still pick the videos. Can you do that? And it still won't see it? Because that's what happens to me all the time. Is it that it will... I have to actually go in here and fix this. Display Pix is great, but oh my god, is it a headache. But nothing is, but he's saying there's nothing in the task manager. I don't know who makes them, but I don't suppose, there's a fix for this. There's always a fix for it. The other thing you can try doing is you can try resetting. Oh no, let's see, it's locked out somewhere. I am not a techie. Anybody else if anybody else has a clue, please post it in chat. There you go. Maybe that's what you had to do. That's what he sort of did. Maybe what it is, like a lot of times too, I will actually here. I'm gonna bring her down a little. She's way up on screen. Great, I just nailed her. So get your stream started so we can go raid you. Sometimes that actually works. If you kill everything and then make sure you have like Streamlabs on and whatnot. Kill everything and then, restart it. That's true. I was hoping you didn't have to restart the damn computer. I don't have my phone here, and unfortunately it takes me time. Let me reboot. Yep, you are indeed on. Okay. Well, I guess then that's going to be it for me. So, Baldy, I will come and say hi, but I always have to friggin' run. I always hate it. I'd like to hang out more on your stream. Maybe I'll try to do some of your weekday streams if you are running any. Maybe I'll try to pop in. I know a beacon. I can watch Critical Role whenever the hell I want, so. Alright, let's go rating. Wow, there is 15 of us? Holy mackerel. So, any of you new to my channel, also I'm going to do a little shout out. Actually, I got to do a couple. Well, let's do that. First of all, Blades came in. I'm going to do this. If I'm missing anybody else, you can always shout yourselves out too on my channel. Alright, so either of these 2 lovely people, please give them a follow before we go rating. Although, actually, you can follow Baldy right from his channel. Blade's also an awesome streamer. I hope she had an awesome time. I wonder if you're home. There's 17 of us. How is there 17 of us? I guess my little channel's finally growing. This is great. Lordy. Stay. Okay. There's not a lot of room right here. Alright, let's go raiding. Try to do this with my friggin'. Alright. Let's raid Baldy and bring him a bunch of people. Alright, so I will be back. If you want to come and check out the tavern, I will be back on Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern and Wednesday at 8:30, as well as Saturdays on 12:30 in the afternoon. All times Eastern, all times afternoon or evening. Let's see. So I'll be those 2 days. I also should be playing on the Murder Hoboing channel on YouTube. Or you can find us somehow by M Hobo Inc. or Murder Hobo Inc. You'll find it. We play at 6:30 p.m. on Sundays, and that's also Eastern time. Other than that, I always say this because it's like, how do I end these streams? Blah, 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 blah. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. If you rated in, you'll like what you see on my channel, or kick me a follow, and come back and visit the Painted Hero Tavern. Whether you be lurking or chatting, I love you all and always appreciate you guys being here. I really do. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the raids. You guys all rock. You guys are amazing. Have a great weekend. Maybe I'll see you at Monday, I said, at 7 o'clock. And happy painting. I gotta